it's definitely easier than the alternative of someone getting mad. So, but outside of that, taking gloves off is always, you're always careful when you do that anyway because you don't want to get sick. You don't want to touch anything gross. But I think for the most part, everything will remain the same within landscaping. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just being clean in general. Cleaning, making sure you have hand sanitizer, making sure you clean everything off. Equipment's the only tricky thing. But I think that to a certain degree, you trust the people you work with as well. So, you know where and where not to put your hands.
Yeah. So when you do start working, how many hours or how busy do you think that you'll be with work?
I think I will roughly be working this summer around 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. So that'll be, we'll call it ballpark 50, 55 hours a week, which is a lot. But
What?
it's good to get money while I can, especially in this time.
Yeah, of course. So you mentioned that you're a little bit behind in school earlier. Do you plan on taking any summer classes or doing anything else in addition to working?
Yeah, I am taking 2 summer classes that actually start the same exact day that I start working for the summer. But yeah, I'm taking a creative writing course, and which is to fill a gen ed, and the other class is to fulfill a sports management minor, and that's sports management and world culture. So I'm taking two of those this summer, and then back to 5 classes in the fall.
Great, great. Now, how do you think you're going to be able to manage getting your work done and also working at your job? Do you have a plan in place or?
So I don't really have a concrete plan in place, only because I'm not sure of the course load and the amount of work that I'm going to have for each class. But as of now, my rough draft idea is to get home whenever I get home. So call it six, or call it between 5 and 6. If I get home at 5 and 6, I give myself an hour to eat dinner, 30 minutes, an hour to shower and eat dinner, 30 minutes to cool down and watch something, or take a load off, and then 2 hours a night to get my work done. So that will leave me at 9 o'clock. So I feel comfortable with that plan to get my work done every single night.
Yeah, that's definitely a good plan. I mean, I've taken two summer classes so far. Um, well, I only had a part-time job, so I was only working around 20 to 25 hours a week, but yeah, I think it's definitely important to get like a plan in place. But from my experience, summer classes aren't that,
Strenuous.
yeah, because they know that like it's summer, and especially during the pandemic, like I think that they'll be a little bit more.
Lenient with assignments, and yeah, I do feel that they'll be a little bit more lenient. Only, especially with one of my classes, because my creative writing class was designed to be in person for the first summer term, which is where I'm taking both of my classes. But it was designed to be in person, and last minute it got switched to completely online. So I mean, it's definitely going to be a change for the professor as well as us, and I think we're all going to embrace the fact that we're doing something different. Yeah.
That's great. Now, has your home life changed much aside from work and schoolwork? Is it
Um,
different being home? Do you have
my
any family members at home with you?
my home life has definitely changed since the corona has forced us to displace ourselves at home. But yeah, I have my whole family living with me. I have my whole immediate family, which is my sister, my dad, my mom, and my dog. But my mom has had difficulty because she's working from home, and she works in office administration job at a school, so it's really difficult for her to get everything done that she needs to see people for. And my dad works for Flexion Therapeutics, so he's having a stressful time dealing with clientele and press releases. Luckily for him, most of what he does he can do from his computer, but the person to person interface is really frustrating to do over Zoom or video calls because a lot of the times the meetings he takes place in are 300 to 400 people. So it's been really tricky for him to kind of manage talking to so many different people at so many different times rather than seeing everybody at one time and interfacing. But yeah, and then my sister is in high school and she's a freshman in high school, so she's trying to deal with her work at home, which has been weird for her because this is her first year in high school and she's just getting used to the way things were at school. And my dog isn't doing very much; she's just hanging out.
Do you think he likes the fact that everyone's home with him?
I think he loves the fact that everyone is home with him because he gets more attention. But he also dislikes the fact that nobody is paying like absolute attention to him because everybody's doing the work. He kind of bounces around from person to person.
Well, that's great that your family's doing pretty well, even though they're stressed out, and you're very fortunate that both of your parents were able to keep their jobs.
Yeah, definitely very fortunate. I would say that my family is fortunate enough to not have to change the way we do everything, if that makes sense. Not having to uproot everything, look for new work, switch schooling, which a lot of people have had to do because of this. Even one of my friends he lived in Arizona and went to Arizona State, and he had to move home because he couldn't afford to pay the rent because his on-campus job was shut down at Arizona State, so he had to move back home. So that just little examples of like people having to change, like uproot everything and change their life just because of this, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the pandemic's definitely been hard on everyone.
Yeah.
Definitely in different ways, some worse than others, but it was really nice to hear your thoughts on everything and how it's been affecting your life. And do you have anything else you would like to add, or?
No, just kind of a recap of what you said about Corona being, I can call it Corona, the coronavirus crisis, pandemic crisis, has been not only just hard on everybody, it's been like eye-opening a little bit because it shows us how like easily we can be lost and displaced and distraught with everything we're doing. How quickly the world can change from, hey, look, this is what we do every day. You go to work, you go to school, you go to bed, you wake up, you eat breakfast. It can go from that to, hey, look, you're out of a job. There's nowhere you can get a job because a lot of them are shut down, especially if you're in something such as, hairdressing. And that's just a good example of a profession that is struggling really hard with this corona shutdown. But it just goes to show how quickly everything can change like that, and that I think we all need to be aware of it because it can happen at any time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your thoughts on this. Is there a number I can reach you at for when I have other questions about your thoughts and opinions?
My cell phone number you can reach me at is 781-281-6483, and my home phone is 781-273-5762.
Amazing. All right. Thank you so much. And have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Have a good one.